Welcome to a universe of myth-busting. Here at the Orbital Insights, we dive headfirst into the cosmic ocean, surfacing truths hidden beneath waves of misinformation. Today, we're on a mission to debunk 10 of the most enduring space myths, peeling back the layers of fiction to reveal the dazzling truth. Hold on tight, it's time to launch into a galaxy of discovery. Our first myth to debunk is the belief that we are alone in the universe. This notion is ingrained in our psyche due to the vast, seemingly empty expanse of space and the lack of definitive evidence for life elsewhere. The shift from the "are we alone" perspective to detailed explorations of life in the cosmos is largely a result of advancements in exoplanetary science and solar system exploration. As of today, over 4,000 exoplanets have been discovered, and many reside in their star's habitable zone. The sheer number of galaxies, stars, and planets in the universe strongly suggests that we are not alone, making this belief less of a certainty and more of a question mark. Next up is the enduring myth that if extraterrestrial beings exist, they must communicate in a language similar to ours. This notion is deeply embedded in our popular culture, fueled by Hollywood movies and science fiction literature that often portray alien beings conversing fluently in English or some other human language. However, the reality is starkly different. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, emphasizes detecting signals rather than deciphering messages. This means our efforts are concentrated on finding telltale signs of technosignatures, such as narrow-band signals, instead of trying to crack alien languages. The belief that space is a realm of absolute silence is our third myth. This belief stems from the understanding that sound requires a medium to travel, and since space is a vacuum, it must be devoid of sound. However, this is a misleading oversimplification. Space is filled with a plethora of electromagnetic vibrations, which scientific instruments can convert into sound. So, rather than being a silent void, space actually sings its own symphony, a cosmic serenade audible only to the technological ear. Our fourth myth is another widely held belief, which is the dark side of the moon. This myth is a result of a misunderstanding of the moon's rotation and revolution. Due to a phenomenon known as tidal locking, we see only one side of the moon from Earth. However, both sides of the moon experience daylight and darkness. So, the far side isn't perpetually dark, it's just hidden from our terrestrial vantage point. Our fifth myth is that space is a far-off place. Galaxies and nebulae are indeed millions to billions of light years away, but the boundary of space, defined by the Kármán line, is just about 100 kilometers above sea level. In the grand scheme of the universe, that's practically within arm's reach. The Hollywood-fueled myth that human bodies explode when exposed to the vacuum of space comes in at number 6. In reality, while unprotected exposure to space would indeed be fatal due to factors like hypoxia and decompression sickness, it wouldn't cause the body to explode. The greatest danger would come from the lack of oxygen, causing unconsciousness within 15 seconds. At number 7, comes the misconception of detecting lies related to space is a simple task. The reality is much more complex. Whether it's a child's fib about a stolen cookie or a grandiose claim about alien encounters, deception detection is a challenging task. It requires a healthy dose of skepticism, critical thinking, and a robust understanding of the evidence. Our eighth myth is the notion that asteroid belts are dangerous obstacle courses. This belief has been popularized by many space adventures, where spacecraft must navigate a chaotic storm of tumbling rocks. In reality, space is so vast that asteroids within the belt are often millions of kilometers apart. Our spacecraft have navigated through the asteroid belt without any collisions. The ninth myth we'll debunk is that there is no gravity in space. It's true that astronauts appear to float inside spacecraft, but this is due to a condition known as free fall. Both the astronaut and the spacecraft are falling toward Earth under the influence of gravity, but are moving forward fast enough to keep missing it. This condition creates what we perceive as zero gravity. Our final myth is the belief that space is completely devoid of water. Given the vast stretches of vacuum and the intense radiation, it's easy to make this assumption. However, water has been discovered in some of the most surprising of places: on Mars, on the Moon, in the shadowed craters of Mercury, and even in the vast clouds of interstellar space. So, space isn't as dry as we once believed. And there we have it, 10 common space myths, explored and debunked. This exploration underscores how important it is to approach our understanding of the cosmos with a critical eye, to ensure that we separate scientific fact from fiction. As we continue our journey through the universe, always remember that space is a realm of infinite wonders, full of complexities that challenge our assumptions. Even in the face of countless myths and misconceptions, the true nature of the cosmos never ceases to amaze. And as our understanding evolves, so does the narrative of our place in the universe. So, remember to keep an open mind, keep questioning, and keep exploring. The truth is out there, and it's up to us to seek it. Thank you for tuning in to the Orbital Insights, and remember, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any future episodes of the Orbital Insights. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring and be curious about space.